did last night,
Uh-huh.
one of the inexact revenue problem was on the test.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so I got really lucky with that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so.
Well, that was a hard problem, too. That was the one where you had to make your variable the number of $10 increases.
Yeah.
That's definitely one of your harder type word problems. It's kind of like a taxi cab problem. Taxi cab problems tend to be tough also.
Yeah.
That the variable is not that easy to define.
Mhm.
So what are we doing for your test tomorrow? What are we going to read?
Okay, so I sent an email of a picture. I don't know.
When did you send it?
I'll try sending it again.
Well, hold on. You might be sending it to, are you sending it to Digital Math Tutor, or are you sending it to my...
I thought I sent it to yours, but I'm gonna try
I
again.
get both, but if you send it to Digital Math Tutor, it might take a half an hour to finally get to me. Whereas if you send it to my David Cowan 1949 email, it goes straight to me. I should get it almost immediately.
Okay.
I don't see anything here. You got any of it that you can verbalize, and we can start that?
I'm sending another one right now.
Okay.
So you should get it pretty soon.
My computer has been a little sluggish all day. Yeah. To reboot it about 10 minutes before my last session, and wow, it took 10 minutes to reboot. Here it is.
Wow.
It came in. I know. I couldn't believe it. It was like somebody was trying to copy all my files before I closed it down. Where do we want to start?
Okay. We'll just start at 18.
Okay. What's your standard equation of a parabola in conic sections?
Y equals x squared.
Maybe this?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I don't know. It's either this or it could be this. In fact, that's the other format.
Yeah, it's the top one.
Okay? So the top one means you have to be able to figure out what the focus is in terms of A. So what's the formula that relates A and the focus?
1 over 4c.
Okay. So, let's see, determine the equation that goes through that point and has a minimum y value of 4 and a line of symmetry of x equal 3. Put our line of symmetry on there. Has a minimum y value of 4. So the vertex has to be, up here at 4. And it has to, since it goes through this point, 516, it doesn't go down, right? Besides that, it wouldn't be a minimum if it went down. It would be a maximum. So this thing looks like that.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Now, in fact, we don't even need a focus on this, so we don't need to even talk about that. What we now need to do is figure out what A is. Well, what else do we know? Of our general equation, how much of it can I fill in at the moment?
H and K, so a lot of it.
Okay, so x minus 3 plus 4, there's H and K. Now how do I solve for A?
Maybe plug in the point.
Okay, so what's the next thing I can write?
16 equals A times 5 minus 3 squared plus 4.
So this is 16 equals 4A plus 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
A equals 3. So the equation is what?
Okay. Y equals 3x minus 3 squared plus 4.
That's how you do it. And yeah, we didn't need to worry about focuses or directrixes or anything with this one. So we didn't need to translate A equals 1 over 4P.
Okay.
Determine the equation in vertex format, which is what we worked with there. This multiple choice? I guess so, huh? How come 18 wasn't multiple choice?
I don't know. Not really sure.
Are most of your questions on your exam multiple choice?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we had the written final today, and then tomorrow we'll have the multiple choice final.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So let's see. Where can we start here? Notice the 3 points they have told us. What's the general format of a parabola in Intercept format?
It'd be y equals a times x minus, I don't know.
No,
Or no, oh, p minus.
no, you were right. You were right. Sorry, I didn't mean to mess you up there.
X minus p and then x minus q.
Okay. So they've given us, like the previous equation, they gave us the vertex. Well, in this case, they've given us p and q. That point, minus 5 and 3. So I can plug in that much. What goes in the parentheses?
Y equals a times x minus 3 times x plus 5.
Okay, good. And now this third point that they gave us down here,
Oh, 4 comma negative 6.
that's going to let us solve for A.
So negative 6 is equal to a times 4 minus 3 times 4 plus 5. So
Looks like A is equal to minus 2/3. Now this is kind of interesting. What's the answer?
Y equals negative 2/3 x minus 3 x plus 5?
No.
Oh.
That's the correct equation. That is the equation of this parabola, but it's not in vertex form.
Oh. Right.
Okay, how do we get it in vertex form?
I don't really remember.
Multiply it out.
Okay.
Multiply that times that. Don't multiply the 2/3 yet, because that'll make the next multiplication that much tougher. But go ahead and multiply x minus 3 times x plus 5. What do you get?
Okay. X squared minus 3x plus 5x minus 15.
Okay, now simplify, distribute everything. Hold on a moment, hold on a moment. Easiest way to get a quadratic into Vertex Format is to complete the square, and I'm not sure I know of another way.
Okay.
Okay, and to complete the square, I don't want to distribute that minus 2/3, because in order to complete the square, I need a 1 in front of x squared.
Okay.
Let's remove the minus 15 and put it to the side. So if I take that minus 15 out of there and put it to the side, it becomes a plus 10. Notice that if I distribute it, I got a plus 10 in there.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to take it out and put it like that. Okay, now this equation is the same as that equation.
Okay.
Or rather, not that equation, but you know what I'm saying. I haven't changed anything. Now let's complete the square inside. In other words, we're very close to Vertex Format now, right? Vertex Format is a times x minus h squared plus k. Well, here's an a. I'm going to turn that into an x minus h squared as soon as I complete the square, and then we'll have k over there. So let's complete the square. Complete the square just inside the parentheses.
Okay, so it'd be... Would that work?
Uh-huh. I'll show you.
Oh.
I'm going to add 1, take half of 2 and square it. What did I do when I wrote a 1 in there? How much did I affect the right side of this equation?
You added 1 to it?
No, I added 1 that was being multiplied by a minus 2/3.
Oh.
So I really subtracted 2/3. So to balance out this 1 that I wrote, I have to add 2/3.
Okay.
Now I've just about got it in Vertex Format. Minus 2/3 times, how can I write this? In other words, the whole reason you complete the square is so I can write this as a linear factor squared.
So would it be x plus 1?
Yes, squared plus 10 and 2/3. There's the formula that they're looking for in Vertex Format. That is D.
Okay.
Okay. So, boy, this was one of the trickier questions I've ever seen.
Really?
It truly was, because B is the same equation as D, but the instructions say in Vertex Form, and B is not in Vertex Form. B is in X-intercept form.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, getting it from X-intercept form to Vertex Form was not that easy, as you noticed. It was actually quite a task to convert X-intercept format to Vertex Format. But no harder of a task than if I said, take this polynomial and put it in Vertex Format. what would you do? In fact, let's do that. That's got to be good practice.
Yeah, I agree.
Vertex format.
So it'd be subtract 2.
Not yet. I haven't done anything yet. In other words, the first step, since I got a 1 in front of the x squared, is to put parentheses around those two terms and leave room. In other words, let's put the parentheses over there. Now I haven't changed anything. Now complete the square.
Okay. So now subtract 2?
No. Complete.
Oh, you don't
I don't have to yet because I haven't done anything. Complete the square.
Okay.
Then we'll have to balance it.
Okay. So then plus 25?
Okay, so now because I'm on the same side of the equation, I have to subtract 25. If I was balancing this on the other side of the equation, I would add 25 to both. But because I'm on one side only, I just do the opposite.
Oh, I see.
Notice that this is the same as what I started with. It's x squared minus 10x plus 2. The difference is now it's very close to vertex format.
Okay.
Now it's in vertex format.
Okay.
A is just 1.
Okay, I see.
Okay.
So do you have to do that every single time?
Well, yeah, I guess so. To get it into vertex format, that's the only way I know. If you're given just a quadratic by itself, and you want it in vertex format, that's the only way to do it. Notice that if I wanted it in x-intercept form, say I'm taking this is my quadratic, and I want to get this in vertex format, well, vertex format is just this. K is 0. Okay? But say I wanted it to get this into x-intercept format. Well, that's x minus 5 times x minus 5. There's x-intercept format. But if I make this number 26, now to do vertex format, just move the 26 to the side, complete the square, balance it, and you end up in vertex format.
Okay.
All right, let's look at 20. You need the equation of a parabola with a directrix, y equal 5, and a focus. Let's draw this. My focus is at minus 3 minus 1. My directrix is y equal 5. Where's my vertex?
It's halfway in between there?
Uh-huh. Is it open down or up?
Down.
What are the coordinates of it?
Okay.
This is 5 up here.
And then negative 1. Would it be negative 3 comma 2?
Uh-huh. As long as we're halfway between 5 and minus 1, and 2 is.
Okay.
Okay, so that's our picture. And so what's vertex format?
Y equals A times H minus K. No. X minus H plus K.
Squared plus K.
Yeah, squared.
Well, we know our vertex, so we know H and K. Look at all the answers. The answers all have y plus something. Well, if I move this k over to the left, it becomes y minus k equals a times x minus h squared. What's k?
2.
Okay, so we're looking at either B or C. Y minus 2 equals a times x plus 3 squared. So how do we distinguish between B and C? Which is it? What's A equal to?
1 over 4c.
What's C equal to?
The distance between the focus, the focus and the vertex, or the directrix in the vertex.
So what's this number?
C is 3.
So A is 1/12. And it opens down, so we know it's got to be negative.
Negative.
That's the way I usually do these. I don't worry too much about the sign until I'm done, because I know a downward parabola is going to be a negative coefficient, an upward parabola is going to be a positive coefficient. So getting the number is the key thing, getting to the 1/12. And then then I put the minus sign on it.
Okay. I see.
Okay.
I have one more.
Okay.
This one isn't on the page, I don't think.
Okay. Go ahead and
But it's pretty easy to explain.
Okay.
Okay, so it says give A the vertex, B the maximum or minimum, C the domain, D the range, E the zeros, and the equation is y equals 0.5 x minus 7 x minus 3.
Let's talk about the vertex.
Okay.
Where are my zeros, first of all?
3 and 7.
Is this a parabola that opens up or down?
It opens up.
What is the x-coordinate of the vertex?
5.
What is the y-coordinate of the vertex? Plug in the x back into your formula.
Oh yeah. So y
Change that 0.5 to 1/2. I like fractions better than decimals.
Okay.
So what's y equal to when x is equal to 5?
-2.
Yes.
Okay.
So we found the vertex. What's the maximum or minimum?
The minimum is 5, -2.
Actually, the minimum is just -2.
Okay.
Well, depending on what they're asking for. If they're asking for the minimum value of this function, it's -2.
Yeah, it would make sense that it was -2.
It occurs when x is equal to 5. That's when the minimum happens. But if this were a real-life problem and they ask for the minimum, it's -2. Because they're asking for what is the y value at the minimum. Okay? What's the domain?
All real numbers.
What's the range? You have to do the interval notation, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
No?
No.
Okay. What's the range in terms of y?
Y has to be greater than or equal to -2.
Uh-huh. And the zeros we already did.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And we didn't have to put this in vertex format.
Yeah, we didn't.
I'm just thinking, if we had to, how we would do it. I'm trying to think of that last problem, if I did that the most efficient way. It seemed awfully hard to put that thing in vertex format. Whereas this one, in other words, I know the vertex on this.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know A.
Yeah.
So putting it in vertex format wouldn't be that easy. I'd be able to say that it's equal to some A times x minus 5 quantities squared plus 2. But now solving for A is a little tricky.
Mm-hmm.
So we might have to go back, expand that, get it into a polynomial, and then complete the square in order to get it into vertex format.
Okay.
Going from X-intercept format to vertex format, not that easy, because we don't have a third point. In other words, it's not going to be that easy. I guess we do have a third point. Either one of the zeros would act as a third point, and it would actually be easier to get it in vertex form. In fact, let me do that, because I may have done the last one wrong. If I'm trying to get it into vertex format, well, I know H and K. What point can I use to figure out A? In other words, I have to solve this for A.
Would it be -2?
Yes, thank you.
Oh. Yeah.
So what point can I now use to solve for A?
7, 0?
Yeah, the one point you cannot use is that one.
Okay.
Notice that if I try using this point and plug it in, I get 0 times A, and I won't end up solving for A. So use any other point. I would probably use 3, 0. I'll use 7, 0, because it leaves this positive. So 7 equals 4A minus 2. 4A equals 9. A equals 9/4. So that's not an easy number to come up with. But it's not so hard when you have the vertex. I don't know if that last problem, we didn't actually have the vertex, I don't think, when we were doing that other problem. No, we didn't have the vertex here.
No.
We got it into a polynomial, but we never did solve for the vertex until we got it into vertex format. And the only way I was actually able to get it into vertex format was by completing the square, and then we had the vertex. So if you have the vertex and it's in X-intercept format, it's not that hard to solve for A.
Okay. Okay.
All right. You good to go, you think?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, good luck. And
thank you so much.
Probably won't see you until after the break. So have good holidays, and I'll probably talk to you in the new year.
You too.
All right, Ellen.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.